Right, hello ladies and gentlemen. I thought I would do this quick video because I get asked so often that I'm looking to start my business and have you got any tips, or I want to start a plumbing business, what should I do? And I've always written out this huge answer, and I thought it's time really that I just did a nice little video of me waffling about whatever springs into mind, because it's such a big answer and I want to help as many people as I can out. So where do we begin? Now, starting your business, sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been doing all this floor protection, hence why I thought I'm going to do this video now to rest my back up, because I've been putting all the carpet protect up the stairs, which by the way is a great start. If you're going to be doing someone's house, here's a great little tip for you at the start of your things. No one will remember how well you did that bathroom, or how beautiful you put that heating system in, or how amazing it works, because that is just what you're here to do. It's hilarious. What I've learned over the years is that when the customers come home from work and they see that you've done this to their house, spent a good morning or so just really protecting everything, that will be what they recommend you on. But we came back and it was everything was protected. It's hilarious. But that's a good tip to begin this off. But anyway, I digress. Starting your business is really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I did it when I was 18 back in 2008, and boy have I learned some lessons along the way. And I'll try and share that with you, all the things that I think you should do and what you shouldn't do. First things first, I think your expectations of earning all this money and having this great work-life balance when you first start is a bit of a myth. I spent, I'm gonna say, the first 6 years grafting beyond belief. I probably wasn't charging enough, doing things for family and friends, doing favors here and there, working for builders and getting undercut and then them stressing you out. There's so many stories I can go through, and to be honest, that's something I don't want you to do. But what I will say is that the first bit is the trickiest. You've got the most outlay, right? So I'd say, great bit of advice, don't go and buy all the tools that you see on social media. You'd laugh at what you saw, what I started with, little Stanley hard case little thing with some screwdrivers, a hacksaw and all the rest of it, and you can get by, you can do that. What I'd say is some people start off with trying to get by if they can get in start off with a car. I did that for about 6 months. I was plumbing out for golf. Bad move. Just get yourself down to a van dealership. Find anything. There's loads of vans out there. You might be able to get something quite old. Like my first van was about $6,000, something like that. Get it on a finance, pay that off monthly. And get that. You want a van. That's the first bit of advice. Get a big van, saying that you can put all your tools in, all your materials in, because it just isn't worth it trying to do it out of a small van or something like that. That's my first bit of advice. Second bit of advice, thinking of that, is obviously that's me coming from an installation perspective, where I love doing installations. So like full house refurbs, bathrooms, central heating installs. That's my gig. I like that. When it comes to servicing, boiling repairs, all the little jobs, of course I've done that over the years, jobbing, all the maintenance bits, changing float valves and inlet valves and all that sort of stuff over the years. I got into a position where I could start turning down that work and focusing on what I wanted to do. But when you start off, you'll be picking that phone up or answering a message, and you'll be saying yes to everything. To build that client base, because that's what you want to do. You want to build that client base up as much as possible. Speak to family and friends. Once your family and friends, the word gets out that you're starting your plumbing business, I'm telling you, this work will just flood in. Everybody needs a plumber or heat engineer or a sparks. You could be a sparks. This isn't plumbing focus. This is starting a small business. So maybe decide on what you want to do. As a bit of a plan. Say the first 5-6 years, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to speak to landlords. I'm going to go into estate agents. I'm going to speak to builders. Literally go to a builder's job, if it's local to you, you definitely want to try and get in with like, that's one good bit of advice. Try not to travel too far for work. It's a bit, unless the money's silly good, but it's a false economy otherwise. You're spending out more on diesel. You want to keep it local if you can, of course. But go and speak to builders, get your name out there. And once you're out there and start getting established, then I'd say after the first few years, I wish I did this sooner. Start saying no to jobs that you don't particularly want. The jobs that you do want will come in and you can focus on them. Treat every house with like the utmost respect. Go in, clean and tidy after yourself. I can't push that enough. Like, just does you a world of good. Be respectful and kind, and you are in people's homes, and letting tradesmen in. With like, annoyingly, we've got such a bad rep from all the guys that ruin it for everyone, that a lot of people are so anxious about letting you into their house, and if you're going to rip them off and all the rest of it. So just be wary of that. Another great bit of advice is, and this is new, right? I only found out this recently, and I wish I had something like this, is that if you're not sure on pricing stuff, like how I used to do it was I'd get all my materials, that's first lump sum, I'd price it all up. I'd go to my merchants, right? And I'd write a big list out of all the stuff I need. And then I would take that, you can put a percentage on that if you want, that's up to you. And then I'd work out roughly how many days I thought that was going to take. And I would always give an estimate to the customer, because my jobs are huge, I'm there for weeks upon end. So a lot of my thing is I'd say, look, I'm going to give you everything at cost, all the materials at cost. I'm not interested in making loads of money at that, but I want my fair day rate, and I'll charge a £450 day rate, and they can pay that as every day, and they'll see that I'm here first thing, graft all day, get a job done, there's the materials. And that's how I run my business now, and I love it, because I'm rubbish at paperwork, I'm rubbish at pricing things. I just want to come to work, do the work, and go home and get paid. And I'll probably get a bit of backlash from the £450 a day rate. Quick one. That is based on my surroundings, my outgoings, what I need to run, what I need to earn to run a business. And I suggest you do this as well. You need to work out all of your costs. So like I said, like I will say, because it's going to be edited in, van cost, van insurance, tools insurance, public liability, powered now costs, everything. Just factor it all in, just write it all down. Just try and think as much as you can, right? Divide that into how many weeks, 52 weeks of the year, or monthly, divide it into your monthly thing. Those are your outgoings, right? So you say, right, before I go to work, I need to cover that much money, right? Some people, I've seen houses in Nottingham, like a 4-bedroom house for like 200 grand. Like, you couldn't buy a shed around where I live for 200 grand. A 2-bed terraced house near I am is like £900 million in East London. That's just how it is. It's just savage money. So I have to charge more to meet my environment. So just before, I get someone from bloody, I don't know, up north somewhere commenting, "Oh, you're extortionate, blah, blah, blah." It's just, I've worked out everything that I pay off. Then obviously how much tax I pay on my day rate as well, because that's all relative, and what I take home. So, and then I want to make sure that number at the end, after I've paid everything off and I take home at the end of the day, is what I'm happy charging for after being trained up as a plumber, a heating engineer, a gas engineer, a renewables engineer, whatever, award-winning business. This is what I charge. So that's what you need to do as well. That won't be for everyone. If you're doing jobbing, if you're doing little jobs, and I do this as well, someone will call me up, I'll give them a price, because I know even worst case, it could take me like 2 hours or something or whatever, and I'll just be like, that's my price, take it or leave it, done, and that's it. And if they try and get you there to do other bits and pieces, just say like, that's separate. Another great bit of advice is be as transparent as you can with your customer. I mean, over communicate. Tell them, this date, this much, this is where I'm up to, this is today's progress. all the rest of it. That's you. Honestly, transparency, this holding back and I'll do them a bill at the end because it's an awkward conversation. You need to get out of that and just deal with it straight away. And that's a solid bit of advice there. When it comes to doing the job, that's down to your technical ability. The best thing about today is if you're not sure on how to do anything or do something, then you can literally, there's loads of us on social media, ask for help. I had about 2 phone numbers when I started and I used to ring them all the time. Can you get me out of trouble? I need help. But there's so much help out there. There's YouTube, everything now. It's easy peasy. And going back to my previous point on if you're not sure on how to price something, someone messaged me the other day and they said, I've just started out and I thought, you might want to share this. And I thought it was really good. They asked ChatGPT, I'm doing a bathroom, for instance, there's this many things, or I'm doing a gas certificate, or I'm doing this. I live in this area, how much should I be charging? And it literally punched out a whole thing. I think it even drums up quotes for you now, which is just mind blowing. Like what an age we live in now. But on that side of things, they're all factors in, but like I said, getting your name out there's like Facebook groups, there's anything you can put your name on, like Nextdoor or whatever your local area is, and say I'm a new plumber. People like taking on new plumbers, taking a chance in it, and you will be charging a bit cheaper, obviously, before you get your name out there, because you want to get that repeat business, there's clients and all the rest of it. So that's super important. Now, one thing that's this is the boring bit, I've left this till pretty much the end. The most important part is getting your accounts correct, getting all your bookkeeping, all that sort of stuff. I'm not an accountant, I didn't train to do that. I got into the trade because I didn't want to do paperwork, I hated it, didn't like it, never liked it. I don't even like reading emails. So a piece of software, this is something I used anyway, and now I'm an ambassador for, so it sounds like a bit of a plug, but it's not. I would have told you if I wasn't. Something like Powered Now, if you're starting off as a tradesman, it has quoting, invoicing, certificates, it has links to Zero, it's making tax digital, which is something we will have to do. They've got like whole guidelines on to do that. If you are rubbish at doing all of your books and it's not for you, and you're similar to me, you just want to just go work, do it, best bit of advice, pay an accountant. Just go and find an accountant somewhere, speak to them and just say, look, I use Powered Now, it links with Zero. I don't know if you use Zero as well, but that could be a thing. They might do. I know a lot of accountants like to do that. If not, say I've got Powered Now, these are all my books, these are my invoices. You can export all your invoices, get a business current account, so that's what you need. I used Monzo, it's really good, Monzo Business. Great thing about Monzo is when you get paid, you can set up a tax pot. So, because you need to put your tax away for every job. As it comes in, it puts the money aside automatically, because I don't know when people are going to pay me. They just pay me willy-nilly. So it's great for that. And at the end of the year, that tax pot's sitting there, so I don't get caught out. But back to my first point with the accountant, if you are rubbish with doing your books, literally go and pay an accountant, pay them a fee. I don't know what it is for the year. I think I pay £1,200 or something like that for my accountant for the year or something like that. It's perfect. I don't have to worry about the headache. He goes, there's your tax bill, I pay it, end of. Don't get in trouble with the tax man. Don't spend your tax money. And another tip with materials. So buying materials can be expensive. Always, if you're doing a big job and there's a lot of outlay for materials, ask for that money from your customer. Do not be spending your own money to finance their job. It's their job. They want the materials. Get them to pay for it. If you do want to float for it, what I would suggest is getting like a credit card, buy everything on the credit card, and then you've got like another 30 days. Or what I do sometimes is I put it on my account, on my merchants. They ring me up 30 days later, can I have the money? I then put it on my credit card. That gives me another 30 days, just in case, because we know what some customers are like, they don't want to pay. But getting that cash flow in your jobs is so important. You want to be invoicing. I invoice every week. So like I clear it up. So I go, that's this week, pay me, done. then I'll start fresh next week, and you're always up to date with your money, because we have bills coming out left, right and centre, especially you could be buying tools insurance, vans, all these new tools. Like I said, don't go mad. Uniforms, logos, all that sort of stuff. It's big outlay. So be careful with that. Try not to go, but don't worry about logos and stuff that come a bit later. Just get your name out there. Get your software done. You want to be invoicing people straight away. It's all about getting that money in. And is there anything else I've missed? I'm trying to think of something else. If there's anything there. Get on as many training days as you can. So boiler manufacturers days, like they've got loads of training days. Get in there, get in the classroom. It helps you out. It also brings you up to regs. So many times I go into it and you think you know, and then there's a load of other information they send you away. So get that all sorted. Yeah, be friendly, be fine. Don't worry about the social media side of things. It's good when you're starting off. It's quite good to have a little portfolio if you want to upload some pictures and stuff like that, just to show your customers. I wouldn't worry too much about a website anyway. Word of mouth is your best friend. It will get you all the jobs. No one really looks at websites. I've never had a website, although I have started social media and it's turned into this. It's crazy, but don't worry about them sort of things. Get your name out there and yeah, enjoy it. It's going to be hard. The first few years is so hard. It's head down, getting it there. But trust me, I think you'll come out sort of 6 years, you'll learn all your lessons, all the mistakes, and you'll learn from it, and it's going to happen. Trust me, you're going to make mistakes. Don't worry about it. If you're ever quiet at work, don't panic. If you're quiet at work and you haven't got any work, then go and get your logo sorted. Use that time there. Don't worry about getting all your logos and all the rest of it, all your Instagram page sorted. Then wait till you're quiet to do that. It will happen. Don't panic. The phone will ring. I promise you. I've been there before where I haven't had like 2 weeks work and I was panicking. I was going to be employed. Don't worry. Another quick mention. Blue Monday after Christmas. I can't believe, before that was named, I can't remember the amount of times I wanted to quit and become employed and all the rest of it, get paid holidays and all that. Don't worry. It will work out for you. And stay positive. You know, it's you will get the work-life balance soon. You know, you'll get your graph down and you'll be able to take on the jobs that you want. You'll be home, see your kids, go on holiday, or if you're younger, go on holiday whenever you want. That will happen. I'll promise you. And it's awesome. I love having my own business. Don't worry about making all the money in the world. If you're that way inclined, good, go for it. That's up to you. But me, I'm a little bit like, I just want to go to work. I earn a nice wage, pay all my bills off, go on holidays, go out for nice dinners. I'm just that kind of guy. That's what I love doing, and I'm super happy. So I wish you the best of luck. You're going to start the best journey ever. And one last quick bit of advice, it pops into my brain. Don't buy all the tools straight away. Wait until you need them, then buy it at that time. So it'd be like, oh, I could really do with a wall chaser today. Go and buy the wall chaser. Right, do it when you need it. I hope that's helped. I'm sorry that was a long one. It's not a quick answer ever. And yeah, if there's any other questions, just drop it in the comments and I'll try and answer them as best I can. All right, take care, guys. See you soon.